What if I told you there's a country where people leave their babies outside cafes to nap, doors go unlocked, and violent crime is almost non-existent? Well, it's real, and it's not the only one. In this video, you'll discover the 10 safest countries on Earth right now, based on crime rates, political stability, healthcare quality, and overall peace rankings. Some of these will surprise you, and one might just become your next home. Stick around until the end because number 1 is a game changer. Welcome to Destination Check. If you love discovering the world's best places to live, travel, and thrive, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our next destination deep dive. Before we dive into the countdown, let's talk about what safest actually means, because it's not just about low crime rates. Sure, being able to walk down the street at midnight without looking over your shoulder matters, but true safety goes much deeper. We're talking about countries where political systems are stable, where you won't wake up to news of coups or civil unrest. We're looking at places with world-class healthcare systems, where an accident won't bankrupt you or leave you stranded. We're considering natural disaster preparedness, economic security, and even social safety nets that catch you if life takes an unexpected turn. The rankings we're using come from respected sources, like the Global Peace Index, which measures everything from military conflict to domestic crime to political instability. We're also looking at the Safety Perception Index, which tracks how safe residents actually feel in their daily lives. And here's something interesting. Some countries that rank high on paper don't always feel safe when you're actually there, while others might have slightly higher crime statistics but foster such strong community bonds that residents feel completely secure. It's a nuanced picture, and that's exactly what we're unpacking today. Living in these safe countries comes with real, tangible differences compared to higher-risk nations. Imagine not having to install security cameras, alarm systems, or reinforced doors. Picture leaving your laptop at a cafe table while you use the restroom and finding it exactly where you left it. Think about your children playing outside unsupervised, or elderly parents walking home after dark without you worrying. This is everyday reality in the countries we're about to explore. But safety does come at a cost, often literally. Many of these nations have higher tax rates to fund their robust social systems, police forces, and healthcare. Cost of living can be steep, and there are cultural trade-offs too. Some of these societies value conformity and rule following in ways that might feel restrictive if you're used to more individualistic cultures. But for millions of people, that trade-off is absolutely worth it. Let's start our countdown at number 10 with Portugal, the underrated European gem that's been quietly climbing safety rankings while becoming one of the hottest expat destinations on the continent. Portugal boasts remarkably low violent crime rates, with homicide numbers that rival Scandinavia despite being a fraction of the cost. The country has strong rule of law, stable democratic institutions, and a culture that genuinely welcomes foreigners. What makes Portugal unique among safe countries is that it combines Mediterranean warmth and lifestyle with Nordic-level security. You get the beach culture, the incredible food, the 300 days of sunshine, and you also get to feel completely safe walking through Lisbon or Porto at any hour. Portugal is perfect for retirees looking to stretch their pension, digital nomads who want reliable internet and great weather, and families who want their kids to grow up in a relaxed, safe environment. The Portuguese are known for their laid-back attitude and genuine friendliness toward immigrants, which creates a welcoming atmosphere that enhances the sense of security. The cost of living, while rising in popular areas, remains reasonable compared to Northern Europe. Healthcare is excellent and affordable. The biggest challenge? Learning Portuguese if you want to truly integrate, though English is widely spoken in expat communities. Coming in at number 9, we have Singapore, Asia's safety powerhouse and possibly the most meticulously organized nation on Earth. Singapore's safety isn't accidental. It's engineered through strict laws, heavy enforcement, and a cultural emphasis on collective responsibility over individual freedom. The result? Crime rates so low they're almost statistical anomalies. You can walk anywhere in Singapore at any time with virtually zero risk. Theft is rare, violent crime is even rarer, scams and fraud are aggressively prosecuted. What sets Singapore apart is its public safety infrastructure. Cameras are everywhere, not for oppression, but for deterrence and rapid. Police presence is visible but not intimidating. The subway system is clean, efficient, and completely safe at all hours.
Public spaces are maintained to prevent the broken windows effect that can lead to crime in other cities. The Singaporean culture emphasizes respect, community harmony, and following rules. This creates an environment where antisocial behavior is not just illegal but genuinely frowned upon socially. The hidden challenges for expats? The strictness can feel stifling. Chewing gum is banned, jaywalking is fined, speech is more controlled than in Western democracies, and the cost of living, especially for housing and cars, is among the highest in the world. But for those who value order, cleanliness, and absolute safety, Singapore is unmatched in Asia. Number 8 brings us to Norway, the Nordic surprise that combines stunning natural beauty with some of the lowest crime rates globally. Norway consistently tops quality of life rankings, and safety is a huge part of why. The country has built its society on principles of equality, transparency, and social trust. When everyone has access to good education, healthcare, housing, and employment opportunities, the motivations for crime diminish dramatically. Norwegian prisons are famously humane, focused on rehabilitation rather than punishment, and it works. Recidivism rates are among the lowest in the world. The police are highly trained, rarely armed, and seen as community partners rather than enforcers. Social programs catch people before they fall through the cracks. There's a genuine sense that society looks out for its members. The trade-off? Norwegian weather is harsh. Winters are long, dark, and cold. Seasonal affective disorder is real, and the lack of sunlight from November through March affects many people. The cost of living is eye-watering, with Norway regularly ranking as one of the most expensive countries globally. Alcohol is heavily taxed, eating out costs a fortune, and housing in cities like Oslo requires serious financial commitment. Integration can be challenging too. Norwegians are friendly but reserved, and breaking into social circles takes time and effort. Still, for those willing to embrace the cold and the cost, Norway offers a level of safety and quality of life that's hard to beat. At number 7, we find New Zealand, the island paradise where worries seem to evaporate in the clean Pacific air. New Zealand's isolation is actually one of its greatest safety assets. Being far from global conflict zones, separated by vast oceans, means international threats rarely reach its shores. But it's not just geography. New Zealand has cultivated a culture of respect, environmental stewardship, and community that translates into low crime and high trust. The country excels at natural disaster preparedness, which is crucial given its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Earthquakes happen, but building codes are strict, emergency systems are robust, and the population is educated about response procedures. New Zealand's healthcare system is strong, accessible, and affordable. Political stability is rock solid, with transparent governance and low corruption. For expats, New Zealand offers an English-speaking environment with stunning landscapes, outdoor lifestyle opportunities, and genuinely welcoming people. The Maori culture adds rich tradition and values of community and respect that permeate society. However, the cost of living reality check is significant. Housing in Auckland and Wellington is expensive. Being isolated means many imported goods cost more, and job markets in some sectors can be limited. Natural beauty and safety come at a premium, but for many, it's worth every penny. At number 6, we find Switzerland, the nation where neutrality has equaled stability for centuries. Switzerland hasn't been in a military conflict since 1815, and not long peace has allowed it to build institutions, wealth, and social systems that prioritize citizen security above almost anything else. The Swiss banking system is famous not just for discretion, but for stability. The economy is diversified, robust, and crisis-resistant. Personal security in Switzerland is exceptional. Crime rates are low across all categories. The police are professional and responsive. Healthcare is world-class, though expensive. What makes Switzerland particularly appealing to certain expats is the respect for privacy combined with public safety. You can live your life without interference, yet know that if you need help, systems are in place to provide it. Switzerland's downside? It's expensive, even by European standards. Zurich and Geneva regularly top global cost of living indexes. Integration is challenging. The Swiss can be reserved and communities tight-knit in ways that make breaking in difficult. There are also 4 official languages depending on the region, adding complexity for new. But for those who can afford it, Switzerland offers a unique combination of privacy, security, and prosperity that attracts everyone from retirees to the ultra-wealthy. Number 5 takes us back south to Australia, the English-speaking advantage in the southern hemisphere with balanced safety across both urban and rural areas. Australia combines the security of strong institutions with a relaxed outdoor lifestyle that's hard to match. Major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane have low violent crime rates, effective policing, and excellent emergency services. But what's remarkable about Australia is that safety extends beyond cities. Regional towns and rural areas maintain that same security, something not true in many countries where urban-rural safety divides are stark. Australia's healthcare system is strong, with a public option that covers residents and a private system for those who want additional services. Political stability is solid, with peaceful transitions of power and low corruption. The economy is diverse and has avoided recession for decades. Natural disaster preparedness has improved dramatically after devastating bushfires and floods, with sophisticated warning systems and response protocols. For expats, Australia offers familiar language, a beach culture, excellent weather in most regions, and genuine friendliness. The outdoor lifestyle, from surfing to hiking to barbecues, promotes health and community. Challenges include distance from everywhere else, making travel to other continents expensive and time-consuming. Some areas face extreme heat, bushfire risk, or flooding, and like other safe developed nations, cost of living in major cities is high. But overall, Australia delivers safety wrapped in sunshine and surf. Denmark secures number 4, the Scandinavian standard setter that shows how transparent governance and institutional trust create profound safety. Denmark consistently ranks at the top of happiness indexes, and that happiness is deeply connected to feeling safe. The Danish concept of hygge, that cozy contentedness, only works when you're not worried about crime, political instability, or social breakdown. What sets Denmark apart is its approach to governance. Transparency is paramount. Corruption is virtually non-existent. Citizens trust their government because that government has proven trustworthy over decades. This trust extends to fellow citizens. Danes generally believe others will do the right thing, return lost items, and follow social norms. That collective trust reduces crime and creates social cohesion that's palpable when you're there. Denmark handles immigration and diversity while maintaining safety through integration programs, language requirements, and clear expectations about adopting Danish values. It's a model that sparked debate, but has allowed the country to remain safe even as demographics shift. Quality of life beyond safety is exceptional. Healthcare, education, parental leave, work-life balance all rank among the world's best. The challenges? Taxes are among the highest globally, with rates up to 50% or more. Weather is gray and damp much of the year. Danes can be reserved and social circles established, making it hard for expats to form deep friendships. The language is notoriously difficult. But for those who successfully integrate, Denmark offers a quality of life and sense of security that few places can match. Now we enter the Elite 3. And at number 3, we have Luxembourg, where small size brings maximum security. With a population of just over 600,000, Luxembourg is tiny, but that's part of its strength. Small population means tighter communities, better resource allocation, and more effective governance. Luxembourg is also incredibly wealthy, with one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world. That wealth translates into top-tier everything: healthcare, infrastructure, education, and public safety. Crime in Luxembourg is remarkably low. Violent crime is almost unheard of. Property crime exists, but at minimal levels. The country's diverse population, with nearly half being foreign nationals, lives together peacefully, bound by economic opportunity and effective integration. The justice system works efficiently, police are well-trained and well-funded, emergency services respond quickly. Daily life in Luxembourg feels secure and comfortable. Public transportation is free for everyone, parks are maintained beautifully, services work seamlessly. The lifestyle blends European sophistication with small-town friendliness.
You get access to world-class culture, restaurants, and events, but in a setting where you might run into the same people at the grocery store. The catch is significant, though. Can you actually move there? Luxembourg is part of the EU, so Europeans have free movement rights. For others, you'll need employment, substantial financial means, or family connection.
Real estate is expensive, among the priciest in Europe. The small size means limited housing supply drives prices up. Job markets, while strong, are competitive. But if you can make it work, Luxembourg delivers safety, prosperity, and quality of life in a uniquely compact package. Number 2 brings us to Switzerland's neighbor, Austria, though it deserves its own spotlight as the Alpine fortress with multi-layered safety. Austria combines physical security from its mountain geography with political neutrality, economic stability, and social systems that protect citizens from cradle to grave. Vienna, the capital, regularly ranks as the world's most livable city, and safety is a cornerstone of that ranking. Austria's safety is comprehensive. Crime rates are low across all categories. Political extremism exists but is marginal and monitored. The economy, while not as flashy as Switzerland's, is stable, diversified, and crisis-resistant. Healthcare is excellent and accessible, with a public system that covers everyone and private options for those who want them. Education is high quality and largely free, even at university level. What attracts both billionaires and middle-class families to Austria is this combination of security, culture, and livability. You can live in Vienna with world-class opera, museums, and restaurants, or in Alpine villages with stunning scenery and outdoor recreation, and feel equally safe in both. The Austrian commitment to neutrality, formalized in their constitution, keeps them out of military conflicts and creates a buffer from international tensions. Real estate in major cities is expensive, but not as extreme as Switzerland or Luxembourg. What it takes to get in depends on your situation. EU citizens have automatic rights. Others need visas based on employment, entrepreneurship, or sufficient financial resources. Learning German is essential for true integration, though English works in Vienna's international community. Bureaucracy can be dense and slow, but once you're established, Austria offers a rare combination of Central European culture, Alpine beauty, and comprehensive security. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1, the undisputed safety champion, Iceland. Yes, Iceland, the volcanic island in the North Atlantic with barely 370,000 people, consistently ranks as the safest country on Earth, and the reasons go deep. Let's break down why Iceland holds this title year after year. First, the statistics are staggering. Iceland has the lowest homicide rate in the world. Police don't carry firearms for routine duties. Prisons hold just a few dozen inmates. Violent crime is so rare it makes national news when it happens. But numbers only tell part of the story. The baby napping phenomenon I mentioned at the start, it's real. Icelandic parents routinely leave babies in strollers outside cafes and shops while they go inside, trusting completely that nothing will happen. And nothing does. This isn't recklessness, it's a reflection of a society built on trust so deep it seems unimaginable to outsiders. Iceland's cultural pillars create this safety. Trust is paramount. People generally believe others have good intentions. Social equality is high, with minimal wealth gaps compared to other developed nations. Everyone has access to good education, healthcare, and opportunities, which reduces desperation and crime motivation. Community cohesion is strong. In a small population, there's a sense that everyone is connected by just a few degrees of separation, which encourages accountability and mutual support. Healthcare and social services eliminate many fears that plague either societies. Medical care is universal and excellent. No one goes bankrupt from hospital bills. Social safety nets catch those who struggle with unemployment, disability, or hardship. Mental health services are accessible. Education is free and high quality. These systems remove the desperation that often drives crime. Iceland's governance is transparent and low in corruption. Citizens trust their institutions because those institutions have earned it. After the 2008 financial crisis hit Iceland hard, the country prosecuted bankers, rejected austerity, and rebuilt with citizen welfare as priority. That built profound trust between people and government.
But let's be honest about the downsides, because Iceland isn't paradise for everyone. Taxes are high, necessary to fund all those social programs. Winters are brutal, not just cold, but dark, with just 4 to 5 hours of dim daylight in December. Seasonal affective disorder affects many residents and visitors. The isolation is real. Iceland is far from everywhere, making travel expensive and time-consuming. The cost of living is significant. Food is expensive because most is imported. Housing in Reykjavik has become pricey due to limited supply and tourism boom.
Entertainment and dining out cost more than most of Europe, and culturally, breaking into Icelandic society can be challenging. Icelanders are friendly but have established social circles. The language is complex and archaic. Weather and darkness can test mental resilience. So who thrives in Iceland versus who struggles? People who thrive tend to love outdoor activities like hiking, northern lights viewing, and geothermal swimming. They handle darkness well, maybe using light therapy and maintaining routines. They appreciate quiet, community-focused living over big city excitement. They value safety and equality over economic opportunity or cultural diversity. Those who struggle often feel isolated, find the darkness oppressive, miss cultural variety in warmer climates, or feel frustrated by the small job market and high costs. The final verdict: is Iceland the safest place on Earth worth moving to? If safety is your absolute priority, if you can handle the climate and isolation, and if you value community trust over individual anonymity, then yes, Iceland might be your ideal home. It's a place where you can genuinely leave your doors unlocked, where your children can play freely, where you trust your neighbors and institutions. That level of security and peace of mind is priceless to many people. So there you have it, 10 countries where safety isn't a luxury, it's woven into the fabric of daily life. Whether you're planning a move, dreaming of retirement abroad, or just curious about how different societies approach security and well-being, these destinations prove that safer, more trusting communities are possible. Which country surprised you the most? Are you living in one of these places now? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I read every single one and love hearing your stories. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Destination Check, and hit that notification bell so you're first to know when we drop our next travel guide. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring.